Good afternoon, students. As per the subject requirement of your subject, that is information security, your last module of your syllabus is that is cryptography. Today we will discuss in some introduction section of cryptography in detail. In information security, we discuss about the security of information through a network. So, information security, we also use a cryptography methodology. Also. Cryptography is also a method that is used for information security purpose. In this, first of all, we discuss about what is security. What is the secure means? How we say that information is secure? Information is secure in various sense. Information is secure by securing from network, securing from a person that is next to us, securing by various methodologies that are adopted. That is already discussed in your in tutorials also. So today we will discuss about various threats. There are two types of threats that are available. First one is that is passive threats, and second one is that is active threats. Passive threats are a passive one. Namely suggested that is passive one means these are a threat that is release of message content like traffic analysis. These are the threats that are occurred by a traffic analysis or by a release of message content. So these are the threats that are generated by this. And the second one is that is active threats, that are threats that are actively hack your system or can affect your system security, like masquerade, replay, modification of message content, denial of service attack. These are the various attacks that are active threats. These all are discussed in also with you also. And denial of service is the main attack, that is active attack, where we can deny the services that are used by user, and we will provide a dummy set that you are using this type of service, but actually these are not that type of services. So our security goal is based on a confidentialities, integrity, and non-reputation. You can see this diagram. In this diagram, we define a confidentialities, integrity, and non-reputation in a different formation. But while we concatenate or we integrate these types of goals, we will got a centralized goal is our security. A secure goal is here. Means a confidentiality means again a secure environment is required. Integrity, we repeat a integral values are requirement, that is invaluable, that are not repeatable and that are not will be used or hacked by anyone else. And no reputation means that non-repetitive values are there, that is also a secure one. No repetition is here, also security is here. And this is also adopted confidentiality, and this is also adopted integrity. So the centralized part is our security. So security is the main goal for us. So how security is built? In our main topic is that is cryptography. So cryptography is the science and art of transforming a message to make them secure and immune to an attack. I mean, we can say that a cryptography is a methodology or science that is used for message for secure purpose. I mean, we can secure our message, we can secure our data by adopting a various methodologies of cryptography. By these methodologies, we can secure our systems also. So the basic term in this we include is that is plain text, ciphertext, cipher, encryption, decryption, and keys. These are the basic terminologies that are used in cryptography for introduction section. A plain text is a simple text we will transfer from one location to another. For example, I say the hello and from one location, and this will transfer by any media, wireless or wired media to a destination. We receive again a hello. So that is simple plain text. If this text is changed into a ciphertext, here the two terms are used, that is cipher and ciphertext. Cipher is a secure text, or we can say, or we can say the secret message. The secret message is here. This secret message, when we will concatenate with this plain text, this will become a ciphertext. Ciphertext is, for example, I will change the hello with another keyword. We will say that rotate the keyword like O double L O E H. O L here means this word is combined to this formation. So this is again a ciphertext. For encryption and decryption are the techniques that are used to encrypt the data into some another form. And for encryption decryption, we share a key, and with the help of this key, we can encrypt the data and decrypt the data in some formation also. These are the basic terms that are used for cryptography. So encryption decryption is here. You can see that we will transfer a simple plain text where that while we will encrypt it, it will become to a ciphertext. So that is an encrypted text also. Ciphertext is also called an encrypted text. And while we received at receiver end, they will decrypt it with the help of keys for that are shared to us. Them, and with the help of this, we will again find out a plain text. The plain text will be formation from one location to another. This is a formation from one location to another. Why? So you can see here in encryption and decryption, various techniques are using for this. We will discuss in next lecture also. Where in plain text is simply here we can provide encryption keys is here. Encryption key will encrypt the data to a cipher text. This cipher text is encrypted text, and this cipher text is decryption by decrypting and at a receiver end, and this will again to a plain text. You can see there are the various categories of cryptography. We can categorize the cryptography in two sections, that is symmetric key cryptography and asymmetric key cryptography. A symmetric key cryptography, name suggests that a key is a symmetric one, means a key is a single key that is publicly shared by both ends. So asymmetric, that is a not a single one, that is a use of private keys also. Or you can also discuss part of synchronous and asynchronous formation. This is again the formation of this. In asynchronous, synchronous, we can say that a synchronization is there, that is synchronous, and asynchronous, that is asynchronization is here. With between synchronization, a feedback path is there. When a user send a message, it waits for a reply that it is received or not. If it is received, then it send again a next packet. But in asynchronous, there is no waiting is there. The user sender can send a message. Is it responded by receiver or not? But sender is sending one message by one message in the repetition. But so there is no hesitation that is received or not. This is asynchronous. So in our today's topic, we will simply describe a symmetric key, also known as a secret key, or sender and receiver user key are encrypted and decrypted algorithm are used for this, and the key is shared for both of them by sender and receiver. And using this key, they can encrypt or decrypt. You can see that this simple diagram where sender send an encryption data, where a secret key is shared by both the receiver and sender, and ciphertext is here. After decryption phase at receiver end, it uses the same key for a receiver purpose. So this is a simpling method of symmetric key cryptography. And the traditional ciphers are of two types, that is substitution cipher and transformation cipher. We will discuss in detail. A substitution cipher are by substituting some values into them. How this encryption is performed? Encryption use some ciphertext transformation algorithms, or we can say the traditional ciphertext methods to decrypt them. The traditional ciphers are substitution and transformation ciphers. In substitution cipher, technique is one in which the letters, number, symbol of plain text are replaced by other letter. For example, we replace A with D, T with Z, 2 with 5, 3 with 6, and the fixed values are already generated. This is again key. This is key shared by both. Key A is replaced with D, and T is replaced with Z, 2 is replaced with 5, 3 is replaced with 6. This is shared by everyone. This is a simple substitution cipher or transformation cipher. In the transformation cipher technique, the position of the letter, number, symbol, and plain text is changed with one another. We can transform the values. We can't change the value. We will transform value from one location to another. For example, you can see this 1, 2, 3, 4. This is here. We will, for example, plain text is meet me after party. So the cipher text is t me this and this on. We key use is 42165. I mean 4 is shared with 2 and 1 is shared with 1. As so on, we will generated a key. With the help of this key, we will discuss in detail in next video tutorial with examples also. So today we will discuss about a very simply introductory part. What is cipher and what are the various types of ciphers? And next is symmetric key, asymmetric key cryptography. Also known as a public key cryptography, sender and receiver use a different key for encryption decryption, namely public and private respectively. Here we use the two keys are here. Here if, in the sender phase, sender will send an encryption key with the help of public key. It would send it with the help of public key that is shared by everyone at a sender end, but at a receiver end they use a private key. A private key is shared with them because the disadvantage of symmetric key is that both are sharing a secret key. If anyone hackers between this network know that what is secret key, so we can hack the message ciphertext. But in this approach, asymmetric approach, a private key is shared by receivers only, or receiver will be know that what is their private key. On the basis of this, they can only decrypt the data. A public key is shared to everyone. A hacker can only hack a public key, but not a private key. That is the advantage. With the help of this private key, they can decrypt their data. And key used in cryptography, symmetric key use only a secret key, and asymmetric key use a private and public key. And secret key is also called a shared key. Also, symmetric key also uses shared key. So these are what are the comparison. Today we will discuss a brief comparison between them. The same algorithm will the same key is used for encryption decryption purpose, and this is also used for encryption decryption purpose. The key must be kept secret, but the two keys are used here for secret. And it may be impossible or at least empirical to decipher a message if no other information is available. But in this, it may be impossible later empirical to decipher a message if other information is available. This is the main comparison from them. So the application round of this cryptography is used for defense services, secure data manipulation services, e-commerce applications, business transactions, internet payment services, user identified services, access control, and data security services. These are the various applications areas where can we use this type of keys. If you and we conclude our topic that by using encryption technique, fair unit of confidentiality, authentication, integrity, access control, availability of data is maintained. So we can say that we have maintained a secure data while transformation. So thank you everyone. This is all about our topic. I will briefly explain again what is cryptography. We'll discuss threats here, or security is here, threats are here, security goals, what is cryptography, with terms, encryption, decryption, two types of cryptographic methods or categories, symmetric and asymmetric. In brief, symmetric cryptography and with the help of diagrammatical representation, traditional substitution ciphers methodologies are here. Two methods of ciphers are discussed here: symmetric key cryptography, asymmetric key cryptography, and the various keys that are used in this: public, private, and secret keys, and comparison between asymmetric and asymmetric key cryptography, and then last the application area of this. And we conclude this that this is our requirement for confidential authentication, integrity, access control, availability of what these techniques are very essential or needed for us. So this is all about our today's topic, that is cryptography introductory section. If you have any doubt, any query, you can WhatsApp me personally, or you can comment me out on my YouTube channel, that is Puneet Thapar. You can subscribe and share my this channel and like my videos. Hope so you enjoy it. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.